Ever notice how you change your voice when you order coffee? Or how you rehearse conversations in your head for hours before they happen? Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody talks about. You're living your entire life trying to impress people who literally exist only in your mind. I'm talking about those imaginary judges sitting in the back of your brain, constantly critiquing every move you make. They're the reason you second-guess yourself before speaking up in meetings. They're why you spend 20 minutes picking an outfit for a grocery store run. And they're absolutely destroying your confidence without you even realizing it. The crazy part is, most of us don't even know these mental judges exist. We think that critical voice telling us we're not good enough is just reality. But here's what I discovered after years of studying human psychology and working with thousands of people struggling with social anxiety. Those judges aren't real. They're mental constructs your brain created to keep you safe, but now they're keeping you trapped. Think about it this way. Your brain is basically a survival machine designed to help you fit in with your tribe. Thousands of years ago, getting rejected by your group meant death. So your mind developed this internal warning system, constantly scanning for potential social threats. But here's the problem. That system is still running on ancient software in a modern world where social rejection won't actually kill you. These imaginary judges show up everywhere. They whisper things like, "Everyone's looking at you," when you walk into a room. They make you overthink every text message before sending it. They convince you that people are analyzing your every move when the truth is, most people are way too busy worrying about their own imaginary judges to focus on you. I want you to try something right now. Think about the last time you were really worried about what someone thought of you. Got it? Now ask yourself this question. Do you actually know what that person was thinking? Or did your brain just make up a story and present it as fact? 9 times out of 10, it's the second option. Here's a mind hack that changed everything for me. I started naming my imaginary judges. I call mine Harold. He's this uptight guy in a suit who sits in my head all day, pointing out everything I'm doing wrong. Once I gave him a name and a personality, something amazing happened. I could finally see him for what he really was, just a part of my mind trying to protect me, not an authority figure I needed to obey. The moment you realize these judges are imaginary, you can start questioning their authority. When Harold tells me I shouldn't share an idea because people might think it's stupid, I can respond with, "Thanks for the input, Harold, but I'm going to share it anyway." This simple shift from automatic obedience to conscious choice changes everything. But here's where most people get stuck. They try to eliminate these inner critics completely. That's like trying not to think about a pink elephant. The harder you fight them, the stronger they become. Instead, you want to change your relationship with them. Acknowledge they exist, understand they're trying to help, but don't let them run the show. If you're constantly worried about judgment, subscribe to this channel because we dive deep into practical psychology that actually works. I share the exact tools and techniques I've used with thousands of clients to break free from these mental prisons. One of the most powerful realizations you can have is this: the people whose opinions you're so worried about are dealing with their own imaginary judges. That person you think is judging your outfit? They're probably worried you're judging theirs. That colleague you think noticed your mistake? They're likely replaying their own embarrassing moment from earlier. Understanding social anxiety at this level gives you incredible power. Instead of being controlled by fear of judgment, you start to see it as a shared human experience. Everyone has these internal critics. The difference between confident people and anxious people isn't that confident people don't have these thoughts. It's that they've learned not to take them so seriously. Here's your action step. For the next week, every time you notice yourself worried about what someone thinks, pause and ask, is this thought actually based on reality Or is this just my imaginary judge talking? You'll be amazed how often it's the second option. The goal isn't to never care what people think. Social awareness is important. The goal is to stop letting imaginary scenarios control your real life. When you master this mind hack, you'll find yourself speaking up more, taking more risks, and living more authentically. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it because chances are they're fighting their own imaginary judges too. And remember, the most confident thing you can do is be yourself, even when your brain is telling you that's not enough. Your imaginary judges will always be there, but they don't have to be in charge. You are.